السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. This is your teacher أحلام بجودة. I hope that you're doing great. I hope that you're studying very well and you're getting ready for the exam this week, the first online exam. I'm sure that you will like this experience. So let's today in this video, inshallah, we are going to revisit what we have learned previously. Today I'm gonna explain again the question tags. Okay, so in this video we are going to review the use of the question tags, and then we are going to review the structure of question tags and do gap filling exercise together. What are question tags? Can you remind me what are the question tags? Yes, they are short questions, exactly. We put it at the end of the sentence. We have, maybe it is a positive or a negative sentence, exactly. So we have short questions. We put it at the end of the positive or negative sentence. How do we form it? What is the form? What is the structure of question tags? Exactly. We have a modal or auxiliary verb plus the personal pronoun. So it's a short questions. We put it at the end of the sentence. We put first auxiliary verb. For example, is, are, am. Was, were, has, have, helping verb. Do you know the helping verb? Can you remember them? And some models like will, shall, must. Okay, plus personal pronoun. So here, you have to make sure that you have to put the personal pronoun, not a noun. Don't put Ali at the end of the question tag. Don't put Salma. Don't put Diva. You have to put the personal pronoun that refers to this person. For example, he, she, it, they, we, you, I. Okay, now why do we use it? Why do we use question tags? We use it, if you remember, we use it to check questions, to query questions, or to confirm our speech. And when we have a question tag, you have to make sure that if you have a positive sentence, okay, the question tag is negative. If you have a negative sentence, we have to put a positive question tag. Let's move on to the next slide. Here, let's go to and see these examples. You have not finished your homework, have you? So here, if you focus here, sorry, have not finished your homework. So we have here a negative sentence. So look at here at the question tag, we have a positive question tag. Have not, we have to put have. And then the personal pronoun you. And look at the second one. The kids are watching TV. Aren't they? So here we have are. Okay, are watching. At the end of this sentence, we have to put a negative question tag, which is aren't they. Now let's go here and to try to remember the irregular question tags. Be careful to memorize these very well. If you have this sentence, I am lucky to be alive. I am. So here the question tag is aren't I. Don't put I'm not I. It's not right to put I'm not I. So you have to put aren't I. The second one, everyone. When you see this word in the sentence, everyone, you have to add aren't they. Aren't they? Don't put anything else. Aren't they? It's irregular. Don't put isn't they, isn't he, or isn't everyone. You have to put aren't they. The third one, let's hike in the mountains. This is a suggestion. Okay, suggestion. Let's hike. So we have to add shall we? Shall we? We add shall as suggestion. Okay. Don't forget to let me know you've arrived safely. Don't forget. Will you? So we have to add will you. Also, it's irregular. Be careful. Won't you? When you see this word be, you have to add the won't you in the negative question tag. This or that, you have to add isn't it? Isn't it? These, those, you have to add aren't they? Aren't they? Okay, so please try to memorize all of these irregular question tags very well to know how can you solve the answers in the questions in the exam. Now let's go here and do this quiz together. He's still sleeping. The first one, he's still sleeping. So how can we form the question tag here? Look at the verb here, is. This is auxiliary verb. Okay, so it is a positive sentence. So here we have to put a negative question tag. So we have to add isn't, then he. Isn't, then he. So we have to say isn't, okay, then he. And then don't forget the question mark. Don't forget the question mark. Now let's go here and finish the second one. You go to school. You go to school. Here we have the verb go. It is simple present. How do we form the question tag? It is a positive sentence, so we have to add a negative question tag. How can we negate the simple present? Can you remember? We have go, so we have to put here don't. Okay, sorry. We have to put here don't you, don't you, then question mark. Now let's go and finish the third one. Okay, so here, sorry. Okay, let's go for a walk. Let's go for a walk. How can we put the question tag here? Can you remember? How can we add the question tag? Yes, we have to put shall, sorry, shall we, so this is the question tag, we have to put it here. Shall we? It is irregular, okay, it's irregular, be careful. Now let's move to the next one. We won't be late. We won't be late. What we have to add here? We won't be late. It is a negative sentence. We have to put will. Okay, then we. Will we? Will we? And let's move to the next one. Ali called me. Ali called me. How can we negate this sentence? Ali called me. How can we negate this sentence? Okay, it is simple past, right? So it is a positive sentence. How can we negate the simple past? Can you remember? Can you remember? Yes, it is didn't he. Ali, he. Didn't he? Didn't he? Now, 6, they will wash the car. They will wash the car. So how can we add the question tag here? Will wash the car. This is positive sentence. We have to add a negative question tag. Positive sentence. We have to put negative question tag. We have to put won't. Okay, then won't they? And let's go to number 7. We must lock the doors. We must lock the doors. So how can we add the negative question? Sorry, the negative question tag, right? Because here we have positive sentence. Yes, we have to put first mustn't. Yes, it's a model. And we. Mustn't we? I'm right. I'm right. So can you remember here? Can we put here I'm not I? I'm not I? No, it's not right. What is the right answer? Yes, aren't I? Aren't I? Aren't I? Okay. So let's go to number 9. You bought a car. You bought a car. This is simple past again. It's a positive sentence. We have to add here a negative sentence. How can we negate this sentence? Can you remember? Yes, we have to put didn't first. Didn't. Sorry. Didn't you. Didn't you. Right. At the end, You wouldn't like to invite my dad. You wouldn't like to invite my dad. So we have here a negative sentence. So we have to add a positive question tag. How can we start and add the question tag here? We have the word wouldn't. So it is this is a model verb. We have to add would first. Okay, then you, the personal pronoun. Now let's open our student book page 91 and let's revise exercise A, B, and F. Okay, so here read the sentences and underline all the verbs. What do you notice? All the passengers in the train crash were rescued, weren't they? Weren't they? Now here, where's the verbs? Here we have were, rescued, and weren't are verbs. Were rescued and weren't. So these are verbs. Weren't, were rescued, and weren't. The second one, the climbers haven't reached the summit yet. Have they? Where's the verb? Haven't reached and have. These are the verbs. Now, what do you notice here? As we said, if you have a positive sentence, we have negative question tag. Where, weren't. Again here, if you have a negative sentence, we have a positive question tag. Haven't, we have to put here have. Now let's go to the next exercise. Exercise B, complete the rules. So let's try to finish it again together. Question tags are short questions that we add at the beginning, middle, or end of the sentence. Which one is correct? Can we put a question tag at the beginning of the sentence? Absolutely not. Can we put question tags at the middle of the sentence? Nope. Can we add question tags at the end of the sentence? Yes, it's right. So we put it at the end of the sentence. Make sure, my student, that you put the correct answer in your book. We use a or an what? Question tag with an affirmative sentence. If we have affirmative sentence, then we have a negative question tag, right? And let's complete the rule. A or an question tag with a negative sentence. When we have a negative sentence, we have a positive or affirmative question tag. Now let's go to do exercise F together, which is related to the question tag. Look at this exercise. We have to match the sentences with the question tags. Number 1, he's never been to Peru. So what is the correct question tag here? He's never been. Now be careful here, my student. Is this sentence negative or positive sentence? Correct, it is negative sentence because we have the word never, which means not. So never, which means not. So this is a negative sentence. Here we have to look for a positive question tag. Here we have is, his, which refers to has never been, because we have been verb 3, right? So he's never been to Peru. We have to search for has he. So I is the correct answer here. The second one, she's a top athlete. She's a top athlete. Now this is a positive sentence, right? Now we have to look for a negative question tag. Here, she's a top athlete. She is a top athlete. So we have to look for isn't she? Isn't she? So E is the correct answer here. Now let's move on to the next one. Let's go mountain biking. This is a regular question tag. Let's go mountain biking. So we have to look for shall we? Let's move on to the next one. Peter can deep sea dive. Peter can deep sea dive. So here can, it's a positive sentence, okay? We have to look for a negative question tag started with can't. So we have here can't he? Now let's go to the next one. I'm fit enough to go windsurfing. I'm fit enough to go windsurfing. So also here it's a positive sentence. We have to look for a negative question tag. So here fit enough to go windsurfing. What do you have to look for? Yes, right. We have to look for aren't I. It's irregular. Please be careful for this sentence. Okay, fit enough to go windsurfing. Aren't I? So where's aren't I if? Now let's go to number 6. Don't do anything silly. Don't do anything silly. So what we have to look here? Yes, right. Yes, right. Will you? Will you? It's the correct answer here. Also, it's an irregular. It's a regular question tag. Harriet booked her extreme holiday. Booked. It's a positive sentence in the simple past. So we have to look for a negative question tag which started with didn't. Didn't. Didn't what? Didn't. Yes, didn't she? Now, number 8. Be careful here. Everyone had a great time. Everyone had a great time. We have here the word had, the verb had. You have to be careful that we don't have after had any verb. So this is simple past, right? Had. So we have to put here what is the question. We have to put negative question tag because it is a positive, and we have to look for didn't they. Everyone, didn't they? See? 9. Those people aren't here for the competition. Those people aren't here for the competition. It's a negative sentence. We have to look for a positive question tag started with are they. Those people aren't here for the competition, which is G. Are they? And the last one, you've paid for the boat rental. You've paid. You have paid. So we have here a positive sentence. We have to look for a negative question tag started with haven't you? So check our answers. All of them are correct. And this is all what we have for today, my student. And inshallah, see you tomorrow. We have to revisit and review the subject and object questions and negative questions. And thanks a lot for your great listening. Have a great time with your family. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.